Hi, I'm going to teach you how to make a homemade battery. So the first thing you need to do is get out 11 pennies, just normal pennies, and the pennies here, which are made of copper, are going to act as the cathode. These are the cathodes because they have a higher standard cell potential, which causes them to be the cathodes. And then I'm going to need you to get out 11 nickels, which are going to act as the anodes since they have a lower standard cell potential. So, then you will need to cut out pieces of paper towel the size of a penny, and this paper towel is going to be placed in between the anode and the cathode. Next, you will need to get a quarter cup of vinegar and a tablespoon of salt and put it in a cup together, which I've already made here. And you're going to place the cut out paper towel in the cup. And you're going to let it soak for a little bit. This soaked paper towel is going to be the electrolyte that the electrons can flow through in order to make electricity. So, then you're going to need to get a piece of tin foil, which will just make it easier when you... So you first lay down your penny. Just lay it down on the tin foil right here. Then you are going to fish out with a fork or whatever you like a piece of soaked paper towel. You're going to put it on top of the penny. Then you're going to take a nickel and put it on top. This creates one cell, which this battery is going to be made out of many cells so that we can have high enough voltage to power anything. So the penny, the paper, and the nickel create one cell of the anode, which is the nickel, and the cathode, which is the penny, and the electrolyte, which is the paper. So then on top of that, you're just going to place a penny with no paper in between. Then a piece of paper towel. And then a nickel. So we just made our second cell. We're going to be making a lot of cells here. So penny, paper, nickel. Penny, paper, nickel. Penny, paper, so I don't have an LED light with me, but in order to light an LED light, you would probably need at least 6 of each coin, just because you will need a high enough voltage. Here I actually have 11 of each coin, so this would surely light an LED if I had one, but I just have a voltmeter with me. So I'm just continuing the penny, paper, nickel, cell pattern. It should be coming down to, I think I have 2 more cells, so paper, nickel. And since I started with a penny on the bottom, I should end, oops, I don't want paper there, penny. I should end with a nickel on the top, which I have here, so that means that I did it right. So on top here is a nickel, which, there you go. Alright, so now I've already hooked up my voltmeter. Here are the two things that I'm going to attach. So I can just attach one here, which will count as attaching it to the penny. One onto the nickel, which this, as you can see, creates a voltage as I touch it down to the nickel. I'll zoom in to have you get a better view. Slide my tower of coins over. It's kind of hard to read. But here, as I place this down on the tin foil and this down on the nickel, you can see, oh, there we go. It's creating at least 4, maybe 4.5, oh, 5.5 volts, which would be enough. It starts out as 4, but enough to surely light an LED light. So, just to review, the copper of the pennies is the cathode, and the nickel of the nickels is the anode, and the salt and vinegar solution is the electrolyte. And this works because electrons flow through the electrolyte from the anode to the cathode to create electricity, which can show on our voltmeter.